Assuming I turned the damn mic on. Always get that one fucked. So let's see here. Nothing is doubling up. It seems like everything is working. I love that. Okay. So today we've got something very different on the channel today. We have modeling kits for Warhammer. Basically, this is from an Imperial Guard box that was sent to Prince or the Astra Militarum start collecting, and as you can see, it is backwards in the camera. But we're working on the tank here. But instead of the normal guy, we're going to go ahead and put in this tank commander guy. Apparently, according to the label, it's Knight Commander Past. Not quite sure how I'm going to get that to adhere. Let's just say combining multiple materials is a mess.
Super glue's your friend.
Super glue to the rescue! Huzzah! Right here. We got all our lovely little things here on how to assemble things in just the right way. Of course, we have to build our treads, build our body, and then assemble all that together.
Building a body, what is this, Frankenstein?
No, it's Franken-Tank if they're going to do that. Fortunately, I'm not very good at stuffing a tank. Frankenstein! So we have things, our side panels here. They're going to form the basis for the treads, and then the undercarriage right here. The treads themselves. Right. So T-Fox, how's everything showing up? Does it look decent on the stream? Have a moment.
Let me look. Let me look there, Buccarino.
Buccarino. Really?
Yeah. Very true, this guys.
You are a lovely.
Just remember the cowboy code. Always be rooting, always be tooting, and by golly, always be shooting. But above all, be.
I am very confused.
It's the cowboy code.
It's better than the Guardian code.
Fuck is that shit?
Never underestimate the power of the Scouts code.
It's the reboot of Reboot.
Oh yeah, they made a new season of Reboot, didn't they?
Question is...
If you can call it that.
I mean, I met the people who made the original, so like, I feel accomplished. I feel accomplished. They also made Beast Wars.
Yep.
Yeah, they were really nice. I met them at either Anime Evolution or Anime Revolution. They were in the dealers den.
I haven't heard anything about what they're doing these days.
Try fit this together. This is so weird. Apparently the camera's working better than I thought it would have.
They were there with somebody, and I'm not sure if they were like friends with them or they were working on the same project. But they had a comic book that they were helping hand out, and they were handing it out for free. Lorgan's probably gonna get a giggle out of this. It's an alternate historical fiction.
Yeah?
Called Helen Killer.
I'm not sure. I have several questions.
This is... I've Googled this, and I can't find it. I can't find any mention of it, but I physically have, like, in a box somewhere, copies of a comic called Helen Killer. It's about a murderer who's blind and deaf.
How the fuck is that supposed to work?
I haven't read it. It was given to my sister, and she like put it in a box, and she's like, we got 2 copies of each of the, like, there were 2 issues, and we got 2 copies of each, and she kept mine in a box somewhere, and I was like, I'll read it at some point. I never got around to it.
Why?
I
Why?
just
Why?
know somebody unironically printed a comic book called Helen Killer, and it was handed to me by the guys who made Reboot. And I don't think it was something they had made. I think it was something like their friend had made. But if it was something they had made, I would giggle so fucking hard.
Anyway, so to those not familiar, basically we're going to be bonding the pieces with a plastic cement. Basically some nice Tamiya. So essentially, I believe these are polystyrene, right, T?
Yeah, essentially you're using acetone to melt the plastic, and then it rehardens.
And it rehardens together. And you can, if you're not careful, you can leave fingerprints, but it also can leave you a nice smooth join that's far stronger than any frigging super glue. Which was
super glue is better for certain things.
It is.
Even when bonding plastic to plastic. There are situations where you still want super glue, even when you're gluing models.
Super glue, pinning, things like that tend to be your only options when it comes to some.
Yeah, like that tank commander, you're gonna have to super glue.
But oh god, the acetone in my nose.
Oh, I know, it's strong. I have a gel acetone glue from Citadel, and it's oof. Go right up your nose. I actually have to be really careful assembling models because I don't want to get lightheaded off of it.
Follow your nose.
Alright, so we've got all our pieces covered. Give it just a little bit of my time to melt. We're gonna go ahead and push the pegs together.
May the bird of paradise fly up your nose.
What?
May your wife be cursed with rudders in her hose. May an elephant caress you with his toes.
What the fuck are you high on?
It's a really old song.
Acetone, duh.
May the bird of paradise fly up your nose.
Is this a euphemism for crack or something?
No. This is a song from like the 1940s.
What the fuck? I don't get it.
It was sung by this country singer comedian back in like the late 40s, early 50s.
Blah, blah, blah.
I'm like 95% sure it's in the Dublic Pomain. I love being dyslexic sometimes. The Dublic Pomain.
That's a French sandwich, right?
Hey T-Fox, get a load of how ancient this Exacto box is.
I know, you've shown me. It's your mom's, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was your mom's. Your mum. The fact you have to like sharpen the blades.
Well, I have one. These fit modern blades.
Ah, okay.
My knife. Of course, it got somewhere.
Beyond home. I had this thing where I woke up like an hour and a half before my appointment today.
Yeah.
And my leg decided to show me the dance of its people. And apparently the dance of its people was it doing its best impression of the pit full of snakes in the Raiders of the Lost Ark. And that was painful.
I thought you were talking about the Nope Nope dance.
Yeah. I had the dance of my people going on in my leg, and it was super painful. And when it stopped, I wanted to like not be conscious, so I leaned back and I slept in past my appointment.
Nice job, goofball.
Yeah, we rescheduled.
Derp 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 ba derp derp ba derp. Hello, Darius. How goes it?
You know what I like about Imperial Guard versus Death Guard?
But
When you pull out your tank, I can just be like, mine's bigger.
and then you run into that one guardsman player who has more tanks than he knows what to do with.
Unfortunately, you can't really build a Death Guard tank army because they only have one tank. You can only take 3 of them. The Plague Burst Crawler. The
Is that
closest that you're going to...
Is it specific to that particular tank that's limited, or something else?
Wait, no, actually, you can take Predators. Yeah, you can take Chaos Predators. So yeah, you could have 6 tanks in your army, technically. But you would need a battalion, like, you would need a deployment that would actually allow you to take that much heavy support. Because you need 6. They can also take Rhinos, but Rhinos, like, aren't proper tanks, they're troop carriers. I don't know if they can take Execution. One second. But I'll tell you, taking Chaos Space Marine options in Death Guard is not a very good idea. I think the only thing that they have from, like, default Chaos Space Marines that I like is the transport. Like, why take their tank when they have a mortar tank that can literally fire at anything, even if it's in cover, no matter the range? To see if they've restocked any of the Death Guard. Not that I'm gonna buy any.
Alright, hurry back, Darius. Feels weird using a camera again.
Okay, they can take a Land Raiders, Plague Burst Crawlers, Predators, Raider, Crawler, Predator, Rhino. That is every tank that they can take, and one of them isn't even a tank, it's a troop carrier. And I don't know. I don't think a Land Raider is really much of a tank either. It doesn't have a gun on the top. It's more of a heavy troop carrier. It's a troop carrier with extra guns on it. Now, Predator. That's an actual tank. But again, I wouldn't take it in Death Guard because, like, why? What would be, like, your motivation to take this when you have the glorious Plague Burst Crawler?
To fill out the rest of a mechanical army.
I mean, you kind of have to, because, I mean, you could take 3 squads of 3 Myphitic Blight Haulers.
Well, you don't really have many options for armor, let's be honest.
In Death Guard?
When
Are
I
you
say that,
fucking
I mean
crazy?
mechanical. Unless you're referring to the bloat drone as well.
Myphitic Blight Hauler, Bloat Drone, Defiler, Plague Burst Crawler. Like, if you're talking about, like, mech units that are heavy armored, that are specific to Death Guard, we've got Fetid Bloat Drones, Plague Burst Crawlers, Myphitic Blight Haulers, Defilers, Hell Brutes. And then if you want to go for the non-chapter specific, we've got Land Raiders, Predators, and Rhinos.
I have caffeine.
I kind of want to get a Hellbrute just to paint it.
Well, why not? Pick it up on eBay if it's part of a set.
think it'd be pretty fun.
I made a critical mistake when I attempted to get into anything involving Warhammer.
What was that?
I bought Battlefleet Gothic ships instead.
Oh no.
And there was nobody that participated in that in any form.
The funny thing is, I kind of want to actually get some of those.
I mean, they're absolutely awesome as models. Like, I kind of wish I still had them just as like a something for my desk. But they're huge too, so it takes a lot of space.
That
Yeah.
could have also been wiped down, but it became very popular as the game, the PC
What's,
game.
what's the name of the like equivalent game that they brought out recently? Was it like Imperial Aeronautica or something?
And they did an actual Battlefleet Gothic game. In fact, they've done 2.
Yeah. No, but what I mean is they brought out a new game, like a new
A
tabletop
new
game,
table. Okay.
and it's planes, and it's like inspired by Battlefleet Gothic, but it's planes instead.
See, the whole thing for me is I liked space. The concept
Yeah,
of space and dealing with capital ships and things like that
when I
was
look
biggest
at-
thing was important.
When I look at this game and when I look at Titanicus, I'm just like, but who's gonna play it with me? Like, who's gonna play Titanicus with me if I get a fucking Titanicus on?
Well, I mean, you could always ask Titanus.
Yeah, it's just that's how I feel about it.
It's usually
Like-
how it goes for me when it comes to tabletop games. Like, it's a lot of work to prep an army and all, and I can see the appeal of it. I just wish I had more skill, especially when it came to painting.
Then
Well,
there's, like,
I
Lord
I
of
can
the
point you to
Rings miniature-
I can point you to some absolutely superb tutorials.
Well,
And it's how
Back when I
I
was-
learned. I started from jack shit. And you know what? Hang on. Let me get it to show you guys.
I'm
Well,
just
part of
gonna
it-
say,
part of it now is just time.
I'm gonna say straight up, I think Nintendo is sleeping on the idea of a
This
Fire
is-
Emblem miniatures game.
This is the first one that I ever made. A tank, the first tank I made.
Looks great.
Yeah,
That does look good.
you can see I even did the rivets.
It's got many pew pews.
Yep.
I'm sure you can fit many fucking Imperial nerds in there. I'm sure that it's just a roving party of people worshiping the corpse emperor.
Why do I just like imagine Eurobeat playing in that now?
Oh,
The Empire, the Imperium just isn't that cool. The inside of their tank would be playing like the Hymn of the Cherubs by Tchaikovsky.
Oh, I know.
And then, you've got Virgin Leman Russ tank. Leman Russ. And then you've got Chad Plagueburst Brawler that has just
Lemon
Disturbed
Pledge.
Down- You just got like Disturbed Down with the Sickness playing inside that one.
That's 2003.
Dude, that would be the theme for a Nurgle tank though, Down with the Sickness. I mean, it's Nurgle. He's gonna give you his rot. He's gonna give you his fart juice.
Well, let's just say that he's very giving, though not in the most generous, or should I say kind ways. Generous in his own thoughts.
That like when you go and you visit Grandpa Nurgle and he pours you a nice tall glass of bin juice. Fucking gross.
You mean garbage juice, like from the bottom of the pail?
Yeah,
Oh.
bin juice.
And here I am trying to make food.
I'm sorry, it's
It's-
the reality.
It's kind of the thing.
I kind of headcanon that Nurgle is like truly believes that he's a good guy and he's really just trying to help. He's just horrible and gross and doesn't realize that he's just hurting the situation.
No, come on, guy. Why do you gotta be so mean?
Like the other Chaos Gods are assholes, and then Nurgle's just like completely fucking clueless.
They just reach out and like act like they're gonna pat him on the head and then don't because gross.
You know, one of my
Well, this goes
favorite
with the
memes in the
R
Warhammer
ones.
community. One of my favorite memes in the Warhammer community is two people shaking hands, and it just says, "What army do you play?" "Oh, Nurgle." And then the next frame is just somebody washing their hands vigorously.
Yep. With water that comes straight from a volcano.
I can tell you straight up, anybody who plays Demons of Nurgle as their main army rubs their hands on their balls before every match.
What?
They gotta
then
rub their crystal
touches their
balls
balls.
for good luck.
People who unironically play Demons of Nurgle, like not as a support, just as their main army, are kind of people who purposely use one ply and then don't wash their hands.
Okay, that's getting a bit much, T-Fox. Then I need to beat
It's
you with
true.
something.
It's true.
We need to invest in 5 or 6 ply toilet paper.
Can I just get 15 ply, please?
Can we do 30?
Yeah, let's go for
At that
30.
point, you might as well just use fucking tree bark.
I was just gonna say, just wipe your ass with a paper towel. Dude, I remember this animation from the beginning of the Rona. It's somebody running around a grocery store, like taking all the toilet paper aggressively, and they just see somebody walking down an aisle with a pack of paper towels, and he just screams, "Hey, give me that long toilet paper!" and runs at the top speed.
Well,
That was crazy.
here's the thing. People are nuts. What else is new?
It's been pointed out by many a person that toilet paper is almost always produced domestically because it's actually pretty heavy for the amount of like value.
It's expensive to ship.
Well, I don't think it's that it's heavy. I think it's that it
volume.
just takes up space. Yeah, it's volume.
It's
it takes
kind
up
of
so much space in a shipping container that it's just cheaper to make it domestically than to import
it's
it.
kind of the same problem that liquids or water has being shipped,
Yeah.
and that it's not a high value product, but it's heavy or takes up a lot of space.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. They have multiple Coca-Cola bottling plants not because they have trouble fulfilling demand with just one of them, but because it's easier to ship from multiple places. And you know what I'm really jealous of?
Popcorn.
Mexico still uses an older formula for Coca-Cola.
Sugar.
Yeah, it uses cane sugar. They don't actually use corn syrup. I think they also still use some lime flavoring along with the citric acid. Those are like the only differences. At some point, Coca-Cola switched to using high fructose corn syrup instead of sugar.
Which is
They
a
also
mistake.
They also use glass anyway.
They use what?
They use glass for bottling.
Yeah, in Mexico.
Mhm.
Use glass.
Which isn't a bad
I don't-
choice.
I don't care what people say. It does affect the taste depending on what it's bottled in.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
definitely.
does. Glass is a far
However-
more neutral thing and is not going to leach.
I have tasted American Coca-Cola in a glass bottle and in a plastic bottle. I've tasted Mexican Coca-Cola in a glass bottle and in a plastic bottle. There is definitely a difference in the plastic ones, and I prefer the glass.
I just wish it was easier to recycle those things appropriately, at least here.
It's also more expensive to buy it because the shipping cost is higher because it's a heavier material.
Yep.
Yeah, but people want it. You can get it in Costco in a flat.
Yep.
Now, I'll
It's
point
about,
out,
what, 20% more?
I figured out that the reason it's so much cheaper to buy G Fuel than Monster is Monster has to be shipped. And Monster contains water. A lot of it.
Ow!
It's
Can't
easier
touch
to
Monster.
ship.
I
It's easier to
pinch.
ship everything but the water.
Yep.
That was pinchy.
What'd you pinch?
I'm a fingy.
Don't do that.
You know, I actually broke my clippers assembling the tank. They work, but the spring that opens them after you've closed them is like snapped.
I've had that happen to a couple of my tools.
Well, that
I'm so
sucks.
sad. I'm thinking about getting another pair because, like, while these technically work, they're a pain in the ass to use.
I can imagine.
The hinge also sticks a little bit. Eh.
Mm.
I'm thinking of picking up some, like, nice army painter ones or some Tamiya ones. I think I'd go for the Tamiya brand.
Mia is excellent.
They're excellent at some things. I don't particularly like their paint, but their paint isn't really, like, aimed at the kind of stuff I do.
No, it isn't.
They make enamel paint.
Now, for what it is, it's good quality shit. But is it what you or I need? Fuck no.
For what I've heard, there's better enamel paint, too.
I'm sure there is. Eh.
I mean, when it comes to paint, I buy Viejo. But fuck you. I buy Viejo. I buy a little bit of Citadel.
Not
Although
okay.
I just wish that they put it in dropper bottles already, which
No,
is
because
why I buy so much less of it.
the reason they won't is because it dries out faster that way and means you have to buy more. They know
Here's the
exactly
thing,
what they're
though.
doing.
They're just driving people to their competitors.
Drop, don't get lost.
I'll tell you, like, straight up. They drove me right into the hands of Viejo.
I just went straight for Vallejo.
Now, Citadel paint isn't bad. Like, the paint itself is, in my opinion, higher quality than Vallejo.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have to decant it yourself.
Exactly. And so much of it gets, like, left in the bottle even after you decant it. And you have to get the dropper bottles. Like, it's a huge pain in the butt. Citadel makes
They also
good
charge
paint.
more.
I think that the charging more is worthwhile when you look at how good their paint is. They get much better coverage.
But a lot of paints come down to simply how the chemistry of it is with the pigments, things like that. There's a lot of factors.
I feel like Citadel has a finer pigment grind, and I feel like they use better pigments than Vallejo. Now, that being said, the other big thing that you can get from Citadel paints is consistency of finish. One thing I've noticed with Vallejo paints is they tend to vary wildly from matte to super glossy. I have never had a Citadel paint that dried glossy that wasn't intended to dry glossy. Vaiho Game Color Black dries with like the appearance of like shined rubber.
That's why I went through model color, not game color, for that.
Yeah. Model Color Black is a lot better, but Game Color Black is just garbo. It's not worth using because it's really hard to paint over because it puts such a smooth surface down that paint doesn't want to adhere to it.
That's why you use it in certain situations.
You know where I use it?
Hoses.
When I want something black with that exact finish.
Like a hose.
Yeah. And do you know what would be an easier way to do that? To just varnish it.
Hey, Jay. Hello.
What's up?
We're doing
Warhammer.
Warhammer.
Gonna play some Warhammer 40k. I bring my Custodes army. All of our
No, wait.
terrain is just cereal boxes.
Lorgans?
Hmm?
I don't see your camera if I'm supposed to
Which
In
camera?
Discord.
in Discord.
Oh, yeah, that just fucked up. I don't know why.
I mean, he's streaming right now. You can just see it through there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of,
Thank you for the hosty mosty.
there.
All right.
Successfully simped.
All right. That's where it's gonna lay. Put down blue.
If
Thank
that's
you.
where that's gonna lay, where does T-Fox lay?
Oh, Lorgans.
Yeah.
Main reason why I wanted is to show you the Darkest Dungeon board game is because there's minis you can paint for all the individual characters.
Wait, there's a Darkest Dungeon board game?
Yeah, I got found on Kickstarter a little bit ago.
I mean, it's really funny when there's a board game where I have zero interest in playing it, but then it comes with miniatures, and I'm like, oh.
Are
Yeah.
they doing a late backer thing for it?
Like the Fallout thing.
Yeah. Like,
With
here, let me pull
Fallout,
it
it's
up.
not a board game, it's a tabletop game. It's
Eh.
like a tabletop board game.
Close enough.
Let me pull it up on the Kickstarter.
No, Logan, the Warhammer, or not Warhammer, the Fallout game is like Warhammer. It's.
Do you
it's a
want to
war
know?
game.
Do you want to know how much this board game has developed in terms of income from the Kickstarter?
I'm
Just
morbidly curious how much.
Just randomly guess.
Well, I don't know because I don't know what their goal is.
$5.
The goal was $300,000.
650,000.
No.
Just me guess. It's
Higher.
something truly absurd.
Yes.
Sounds about right.
1.5 million.
What?
1.5 million.
No. Higher. It was 5.6 million.
That is impressive given the size of the IP.
The IP has some dedicated fans.
I know, but
I'm a
in order, it has to reach mass appeal in order to be able to pull in that kind of attention.
I'm gonna be completely legit here. I kind of want to buy one of the expansions to the Dark Souls board game, just because I want the miniature that comes with it.
There's a Dark Souls board game.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually not that fun to play apparently, but it's got some pretty cool miniatures.
Why do all of these things come out and like I never hear about them?
Yeah, there was a Dark Souls
Because
board
you're
game.
not- As well as a Skyrim TTRPG.
I knew about that.
Bethesda
No,
has a habit of doing that.
the reason I want to buy the expansion that I'm looking at for Dark Souls board game and not the core board game is the expansion comes with an asylum demon that I want to modify with some bug wings to make into a demon Prince of Nurgle.
That sounds cute. Just like the little freaking Darius that came in here. Raptor. Good.
Why
Raptor
not
go
Darius?
Mao.
Yeah. You aren't there.
Speaking of the Dark Souls board game, my roommate actually has it. And I did play it with him and a few other people while we were in Kentucky, and I have to say it actually is fun if you know what you're doing and the kind of theme you want to use for your character. Other than that, it's just boring to learn the game.
I just want the miniatures.
It's a 5-minute cooldown for steel. What?
In 11? Yeah.
Yeah. It's so long.
Just be glad it's not considered your signature.
Yeah, right. But perfect dodge is the signature, so which has
Yep.
already saved my ass once.
Let's see here. I think it's either 20 or 30 seconds of nothing can touch you.
Yep. Well, melee.
Yeah, I was about to say, except for magic, maybe.
Except for the best Smash Bros. Game.
I'm gonna murder you, bird. Come here.
What is the best Smash Bros. Game and why is it Rivals of Ether?
Can you pause that again, please?
What is the best Smash Bros. Game and why is it Rivals of Ether?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's an amazing game.
The only downside is I hate putting these treads together.
Yeah, treads on tanks are like so annoying to assemble. And I'm gonna have to do it a couple more times because I need two of my favorite two fucking plague crawlers.
Saruda's putting me to sleep.
When does it not put?
I don't know. Why didn't I just teleport to Mara instead? Because I'm dumb.
You all have a pleasant one.
You running off? Where are you going?
Run to the hills.
Where are you going, Raptor?
I've been getting set up for something.
Oh, okay. Something magical?
Something I haven't done in a while.
Oh. Pray tell.
Well, I left some viewers hanging right before Gungaga, so
Oh! I didn't know you streamed. I don't remember. My brain is derp. That's cool.
I was
One-
about to change channels to a channel that allows me to use their streaming channel for voice. That way people know, hey, I'm streaming. So when you come in, try to behave.
Fair enough.
What is this word?
What's what word? What's going on about?
This word behave.
I don't know. I thought it was beehive.
But
Behave.
yeah, gonna
Alright, you have fun.
go active here soon and see about getting things going.
Alright. Have a lovely. Okay?
I'll try.
Have fun storming the castle.
Not out of the castle yet.
Do you think it'll work? It'll take a miracle.
I love the reference you're making because I love Billy Crystal. To believe.
Oh,
Which
that
means to
one.
bluff.
Princess Bride.
So you're probably playing cards, and he cheated. Now, when they're all dead, there's nothing you can do but go through his pockets.
This tread portion.
It's like Lego, but not.
It's Lego, but not.
But far more detailed to an insane degree.
I'm going to continue to kill these plants.
Murder the plant.
Murder.
Yeah. At this level, all I can do is tell it to auto attack and then leave it alone.
Sometimes that's all you need, isn't it? Just let a little bit of the glue seep into the crevices here.
You remember Link, right?
Link who?
Link Lucky.
Yeah, he's an adorable.
Yes, I was watching him play Darkest Dungeon last night.
I need to catch the little fuzzball and his boyfriend.
Yeah, Oddsy's apparently not home for a week.
Poor lonely dude.
Box Destroyer recommends guessing 42.
The answer to life, universe, and everything, as they say.
I lost the box. I have no box anymore.
Box is Beppis.
Even Box Destroyer couldn't figure it.
And
That's no star. That's a moon.
that's a booty.
fall asleep for 30 seconds. Oh, CC is so long in this game.
Meaning you actually have to dispel things. Okay. Come on. There we go. Lock that sucker in. Pressure. Plastic should bond.
If they're bonding, what movie are they watching?
I don't know. Let's just let your depraved mind take over, shall we?
That's suggestive.
I mean, suggestive.
Isn't that what I said? I
You
don't
said
even know.
suggested. Silly.
No, I said suggestive. I thought. I don't know. More caffeine. Come here.
Oh, more caffeine.
Yep.
Maybe you want this then, Dirg. Next piece is definitely... Oh god, I hate that smell. Acetone sucks! I hate it!
Oh, I bought five stocks this morning. Neat.
How many times have you said that now?
Rare.
Hmm?
Rare.
What?
And boop.
Why booping?
Because dragon could skip boop.
And I also boop your organs. I don't boop too because I give her hugs.
My weakness.
Also, here's the link to the Kickstarter, by the way, if you want to see, like, they have a miniature for, I think, all the classes. They have one for the Plague Doctor, Vestal, Crusader, Musketeer.
You can put it into the stream if you want. Just make sure you have T whitelist you first.
Do it.
I'm currently playing a tower defense.
Well, fuck. Okay.
Discord's
Alright,
being a bitch.
I'll
I'm
just...
failing to load chats.
Yo, just mod me. Easy.
Well, now I'm gonna have to delay it for a while since you asked.
You know, I can't argue with that logic.
Pepis.
Boop, boop, boop,
But
boop,
yeah.
boop, 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 boop.
I definitely love the Tamaya extra thin because it just seeps into...
Is that the glue you're using?
Yep, it is Tamaya extra thin cement. However, the brush I have on it is a little bit short because it got super glue on it.
Wait. Each area is going to be a different expansion. I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll see how good the board game is.
I'm gonna go ahead and go on a limb and say perhaps mediocre, but the driving force of the franchise will probably push it forward.
Yeah, I'm interested in it. Because if not, the minis look really fucking cool.
But you
Like the
think you
Plague
might be
Doctor one.
you think you might be inspired to become a mini painter?
Yeah. The core set comes with 1 rulebook, 8 heroes, 64 monsters, 32 dice, 12 tiles. Hold on. 12 tiles, 16 hero boards, 4 skills, 1 for Hamlet, dashboards, dungeon cards, 400 cards, and a bunch of tokens. And in the base set, you get the Hellion, Arbalist, Highwayman, Bounty Hunter, Crusader, and Vestal.
Yep. However, the thing that really is important is what kind of quality plastic or material are they making these minis out of?
Let me see if they say it.
Not all plastics or materials and resins are created equal. All you need to do to trigger a Warhammer fan is say fine cast. See?
Oh, hold on, let me see. Let me just control F.
No good, good. $100.
Yeah. I hope that's just because you get a lot of free shit with it because of the stretch goals.
Well, they better go ahead and include the details of what's being shipped with it.
They have a bunch of details in it. Like, there's a bunch of shit that... Like, it shows all the minis, all the tiles.
You know, I think I can vibe with this music.
When it comes to Kickstarter, regardless of how much I want the product, I always evaluate the Kickstarter as the investment.
Yeah.
Like we've almost got one tread finished. So yeah, if you decide to try it, you're more than welcome to use the paints. Use them responsibly when you get here.
Yeah, like clean the brush, make sure the lids are on, don't cake it.
Yeah, things like that.
Don't get paint in the ferrule.
Well, that's
What's the pro?
incredibly strange. They're not intending to make this a retail product?
What?
Meaning they're not going to put it in stores.
Oh, okay. So they're probably just going to have it be an online only.
Well, now they state, and I quote, "This game will not go to retail," which tells me they do not intend to even sell it privately in a retail format.
Wonder why.
Maybe it's a licensing thing, or maybe it's they're unsure about how maybe they're unsure about how well it will sell, so they can't really commit to a physical
the
release.
the
It's up to the
Kickstarter
retailer.
made so much.
It's up to
I know, but again, I'm evaluating it from an investment angle. If you're turning around and telling me I'm going to make a product that is for entertainment and then I'm not going to release it to retail, that's a red flag.
well, you need to find out what they mean by that.
Well, that's fine. I'm just reading through the campaign right now. I'll look through the FAQ afterwards.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Well, I have an appointment in 9 hours, so I should probably sleep.
In 9 hours?
Yeah.
That's a really late in the day appointment, isn't it?
Well, remember, I'm West Coast.
Yeah, it's still late.
Yeah. I have an appointment at 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to meet somebody. Hand over some cash, get back my long lost honor. You know how it is.
Use a silly potato.
Drop the duffel bag full of cash into the garbage bin. Walk away. Anywho, I need to sleep. Night night.
See you later, hon.
Night night.
Apparently the QTs near me are hiring too these days.
Buggers.
So I swear some companies, when they put up a hiring sign, they're just looking to pad a list of potential people to poke just in case someone doesn't work out. At least it feels that way. Like, we're hiring, but not really.
I forgot I was muted because I was eating food.
What you
300
munching?
chicken.
Chimpanuggy.
$330 for the entire set.
I mean, people have spent more money on smaller board games.
I suppose so. I really
Well-
wish I had a physical copy of Nemesis, though.
I mean, they might make it available exclusively on their online merch store, but I hope they just mean they're not putting it in the stores or have no plans to put it in a store.
Well, you know stores are going to go ahead and just order it in. And then sell it.
No, not if the only way they can do it is through the merch store for Darkest Dungeon, because that's the only way I could see them doing a physical release without it going into physical merchandise stores. Like,
I just don't get why they're so hesitant to do it.
I don't know. Probably to test the waters first, because they just don't want a bunch of unused product.
Cares as long as they order it and they don't have an obligation to receive returns from the stores. What does it matter to them?
her.
So supposedly they've got sign off from. Well, I guess they kind of have to since it is an owned IP.
Imagine if someone managed to get Square to do a pen and paper version of Final Fantasy, both 11 and 14.
I think considered a TCG.
They did do one.
For 14, they had some cards, but they were playing cards more than anything else.
Just imagine them doing something like having Nintendo make special edition Hanafuda cards for them. Hanafuda is basically a Japanese playing card. I don't know how the game plays, though. How you doing, Grince? Welcome on in. If you decide you want to join in the voice call, let me know.
That explains the cost a bit because there's a lot of
Fair.
miniatures in the set.
Yeah, literally every creature has 4 miniatures in case there's 4 versions of that monster.
They only allow for 3. Okay, so Mythic Games is a secondary company under Red Hook. Is that my understanding?
I think so.
Okay. $34 to ship in the U.S. Let's see. Their risks and disclosures.
Yeah, you can. And once the bottle gets pretty low, I'm just going to buy another bottle and drop Sprue into it. By the way, I'm assuming this is the tank commander. The one they sent me right here. I think the only way to do that is do super glue, though, isn't it? I've got a soldering iron and heat gun. I'm not sure if I'm with that feeling that adventurous yet. But that certainly would be an option.
Okay, so to clarify what they meant by not retail stores, um, they are retaining the right to continue to sell them in digital sites that they control,
So they're merch store.
basically.
Well, why would they have any exclusivity to not do so?
Licensing fees and bullshit like that. They don't get as much of the profit if they don't do that.
It's also probably a fight with major retailers that would be a problem.
Yeah.
Based off of the cost of this, it's not.
And I'm pretty
It's not
sure.
like a copy of Monopoly.
Yeah.
So going through this, they have a number of Kickstarters they've done already. This group apparently is known. I'm not feeling good that they try to imply that the MG team is under Red Hook. That relationship is unclear. But they've done 9 other Kickstarters, and they're halfway through the distribution of one of their previous ones, which means that they're doing this on the regular, which is good.
Well, there's a lot of companies who are trying to make Kickstarter their main method. They basically go like, okay, we got this project. Let's see if people want it. They put it up on Kickstarter. If it funds, they produce.
Yeah.
It's a good way of
Yeah.
ensuring there's demand so they don't end up with excess stock.
Yeah.
I suppose. The Musketeer, you can't get anymore unless you add it as a paid item.
I mean, to be honest, how much do people normally spend for a decently sized miniature?
That
I
really
wouldn't know.
depends, because you have miniatures that can be remarkably cheap. And it really depends on material, on general quality. Like, there are some cheap-ass ones out there. But if you're looking at things like Citadel, in other words, the Warhammer lines, that's where it's expensive. But there's worse, like War Machine, from what I understand. Which tends to be more expensive across the board.
So they have Super Fantasy Brawl, which has been fulfilled. Solomon Kane Wave 1 is in print. Expected to finish production in November 2020. So this must be an older statement. This was November 6th. Wave 1 to start fulfilling within the year. Time of Legends to begin printing. Steam Watchers are producing molds. And their most recent one is still in the development process. Okay.
Basically, with Kickstarter, they can cover all of their initial costs and everything else, and then move on from there. There's literally no true downside for that. Well, that blows. Always sounds like your bell's ringing, in other words.
I've got that issue too.
Like, I'll start hearing a weird ring if I'm in a quiet enough room, but I almost never have a place that quiet. Mostly because I abhor silence. Then again, with Always E from our lovely T-Foxer, that shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone. Also, Ember likes to bitch about me being loud.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm loud. I'm loud as fuck.
Hmm. Good God, that's $600. For
What's
the
600?
grabbing everything.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll make expansion for this game whenever the sequel comes out.
Sequel?
Yeah. The Darkest Dungeon 2 game. The one everybody was super pissed off about because it was timed exclusivity during for Epic Games.
Oh, I just got a lovely thing to ban. There we go.
Was it the by big titty followers?
Yeah. Those kind of wastes of space. The unfortunate thing is, I bet there's just enough people who fall for their fucking little scam to keep them doing it.
Of
Yeah.
course. Otherwise, they wouldn't keep doing it.
Yeah, honestly, I just really wish people would not give them the time of day.
Jay,
Yeah, what up?
let me make sure I understand this right. Red Hook is doing a sequel to Darkest Dungeon, and they decided to push it as an Epic exclusive.
A timed exclusive during early access. As soon as the full game is done, then they release it to every other platform.
Sure, but given their past development cycle, that was easily, 2 years or more.
Well, that just means all the suckers who buy it on Epic, like idiots, get to be the beta tests for it.
I mean, to be honest, I love Red Hook, so I'm definitely going to buy it and be an air quotes idiot.
Wait. Just buy it when it comes out properly. Here's the thing. Oh, by the way, did you know Epic still isn't? It's still not profitable for the Epic Store.
Yep, they're down 330 million?
And I hope it remains unprofitable for them.
To be honest, the storefront probably hasn't made a lot of money, but Fortnite, we like Fortnite, we like Fortnite.
The way I see
11
it,
just crashed in the middle of combat.
I think they need to get rid of a lot of that shit. Like Fortnite, it means Unreal Tournament didn't get proper attention. So a decent old style shooter, I could have a new Unreal Tournament instead of their piece of shit Fortnite.
Yep.
Like, I was mildly interested in Fortnite when it was still a
Tower
survival
defense?
I mean, I mainly think the main reason you hate it is because you hate PvP in general.
That's right. Oddworld Soulstorm is also an Epic exclusive because fuck that shit.
I mean, I feel like any Sony game is going to hit Epic Games first.
Any what game?
Any Sony published game.
Not Horizon.
Horizon wasn't. No.
That's the exception, not the rule, because all the Quantic Dream games were. Death Stranding was.
Keep in mind, this comes down to the publisher.
Yeah, Sony didn't have anything to do with that. And even then, Oddworld Soulstorm is published by Oddworld themselves. I know that they've been having money troubles, but
Is Soulstorm like the Abe's Exodus
It's the next
thing?
one in that series.
It is
Yeah,
Abe's
Abe's
Exodus.
Okay.
Yeah, it's looking like it's a 2.5D still.
Yeah, still carrying that new and tasty art style.
Which I don't mind one bit. I'm just kind of ticked because I would. Oh, it's out already? God damn it.
You live under a rock, Freyer.
Well, I mean, they've only been teasing Soulstorm for 7 to 8 years.
It's not been
And then
that fucking long.
And then they go completely silent and then hide on the Epic Game Store where I don't actually go look for shit.
Oh. Oh, Lord.
Apparently, Apple's now using the fact that the Epic Game
Double
Store
check.
doesn't make money as a thing to say, hey, look, Epic doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about with half their shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because-
but you can buy Kingdom Hearts and get 3 months free of Disney Plus, and then pay to rent Mulan.
Well, why would I pay for that when I don't care about that?
I know, I'm just taking a shot at the fact that they screwed it up. What was I looking for? What?
The fuck, Jay?
I'm playing League and I was stuck between a minion and a fucking inhibitor, so I couldn't move.
Oh, so the classic, y'all fucked now.
The classic door stuck.
Am stuck indoor. Please send help.
Door stuck!
I bet I'm dead. I bet I'm dead because the game fucking crashed in combat. Unless the trust managed to clear him out, maybe.
They might have, as long as you were still considered in combat.
Maybe.
Yeah, shut up. You fuzzy little pussy.
Man, seeing that Soulstorm is released after they teased it for so long, and then hearing that Darkest Dungeon 2 is an exclusive, I'm just like, okay. I guess I'll just stick to what I got for now.
Well, look at it this way. It just means that Epic's wasting their Fortnite money.
Oh, sure. And I go and grab every single thing that's free with the intent of thinking of it as a way to say, hey, you know what? You're going to pay for this license. Hey, I'm alive.
I'm not sure I follow, Grints.
Oh, just talking about Mulan. The fact that people are paying for Disney Plus and then they have to pay $40 to rent Mulan.
$40?
Yep.
What the fuck?
Because it was a movie release and you had a full week to watch it as many times as you wanted.
Almost done with the treads. Yeah, people are stupid. What the fuck?
Businesses only care about money.
as the angry video game nerd would say, it's a shitload of fuck. Meanwhile, though, we're at least closer to the Netflix of games than we've ever been with things like the whole new Xbox service that's been going on for a while.
Stadia, PlayStation Now.
PlayStation Now is a fucking joke, and you know it.
I mean, there's some games, because I decided to get my month trial, and there's some games I've been wanting to play again, like Bloodborne.
Yeah, but they don't let you download.
And
Therein lies the problem.
I'm sitting here thinking about trying to stream Bloodborne either to a console, which would be on a 2.4 gigahertz network, or to my PC. They still support the PC client. And a game like Bloodborne that is so fast-paced and timing-based, I can't imagine playing that remotely.
That sounds like a crapshoot there, dude.
Depends on your network, I suppose.
Even then.
And whether or not you have a BGP leak again.
Like, sure, they're using Microsoft's Azure probably now, but still.
And Azure's been offline 3 times this past month already.
But Microsoft still knows where it's at and lets you download the fucking game. Wonder why Sony doesn't seem to understand that. Like, they have a lot of classic games on PS Now, but oh, guess what? You can't download them.
Well, I mean, it depends on the host platform. If you're talking about PS3 titles, that requires a significant amount of work to make it work on an x86 architecture. Now, PS2 and PS1, that's already been done, so there's really no excuse there. But let's murder everything. Come back here, you plant.
Doing a lobby with Mandragoras.
Yes.
All right.
Working on Thief.
We now have both of our treads done. So here we go.
But yeah, I genuinely like the way the minis look. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to draw them with as much detail as they do.
Now we have to do the main tank body right here. Hello, Slushy. How are you? Oh, both of them are coming. Come here. Say hi.
My 40-pound dog likes to pretend to be a lap dog sometimes.
Who's this cute thing? It's a trouble. He's the little shit who's always in my lap.
And now he's about to eat your glue.
Hey, see? Oh, cat head. Idiot HD. Ha 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 ha.
4K kitty.
I think 4K
I
Kitty is better than
changed
4K
it,
Brett.
dude. It should be Warhammer. It doesn't show us that?
It
Just for
shows.
me.
Because I'm using like a C10 a C110 camera from Logitech that's over 10 bloody years old.
That's okay. You can't find any of the 920s out there anymore anyway. Thanks, COVID.
Yeah, because everyone's buying them for their fucking Zoom calls.
They used to be like $50, and now they're easily $150 if you're trying to get them from a third.
But this is the camera right here that I use for my VC face typically. I'm using my Note 9 right here for the miniatures because I need the fucking detail there.
Hey, Lorgans.
Huh?
I smoosh your face.
That probably looked cursed.
What?
What's up, Slushy, though?
Anyway, I'm gonna jump in the call for a bit. I might be back later.
Okay.
Alrighty
believe
then.
you.
Step this. Step this. Step this. Step this.
You're making me think of Final Fantasy VIII's overworld music now.
Hello, Polar. Good morning. No, not Warframe. Warhammer. Basically, miniatures. We build in a Leman Russ. Well, Leman Russ tank. Thank you ever so much for the host. Why is this part a bastard to get out of the sprue? Let's go. That's little bits. Hot free. And I need to stop trying to pinch the shit out of myself with those nippers.
I hit the wrong button.
Well, don't go doing that, Freyer.
I'm gonna throw everything into the mug case. $14 billion brass mittens.
Oh, they sell.
Maybe. And a giant stinger.
Where's my hobby knife? Oh, I'm dipping shit over again.
I would hope not next to your cooking knife.
Exacto.
Oh, hello, controller. Delay plus 60. How about Finally, I get to use some actual equipment. It's amazing.
Okay. Go ahead. Kitty, what you doing? What you doing, kitty? Hey, kitty. Oh, my bad.
Oh, jeez.
This part is kind of a big pain in the tuchus.
Whoops. I used perfect dodge when I didn't need to. Oh, that was a mistake. Why did I try to murder a set of linking crawlers that were even matched?
Because you have self-loathing, that's why.
I mean, I did play Kingdom of Loathing as a kid.
Yeah.
Ouch. I'm gonna drop right here and get sent back to someplace. Yep.
Yes, it's kind of awkward, Grins, I know.
Oh god, I'm in Cufim.
Off him?
I can't touch those. My work is trying to get me to sign up for Facebook.
Fuck Facebook. Why do they want you on it? So they can try tracking you?
No. The company just went global, and they're trying to do this whole.
That's when you say, sorry, I'm
Work
going to
thing.
decline. My online life is mine and mine alone.
Well, it's not. It's not like a normal Facebook account. It's Facebook's business version of it. I think I'm going to take a break from 11 after that.
There we go.
Someone says, I'm getting a latte and I can't help but ask, okay, what's the word for large?
Diente or something?
Vendi? Fen, I don't know.
Who gives a fuck? I'm not on a Starbucks, but
I'm just not a fan of Starbucks.
they don't have the best coffee. They basically cover it up with sugar, flavorings, cream, you name it. Logo's a mermaid doing a spread eagle. I guess you could call it that, couldn't you? You put it that way, it does sound rather inelegant, Grints. I think the operative word here is thank, not blame.
Hello.
Huh?
Hello.
Hello, Alex.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm alright.
We're just building shit.
For Kaz's insistence, I went back to bed for a little while, even though I'd slept 8 hours. What you building?
Lemon Rust.
Hmm.
Be right back.
Okay.
Oh, back from...
Aha, yes, I know very well.
I don't have one of those. I'm tempted to play some more Boneworks.
Kitty. Come on, cat. On you, friend. Fuzzy Fran. Fuzzy Fran. All right, come on, jump up, you twit.
What else is new? You're always twits, right?
Be a good boy. But the moment I guarantee the moment I open up the glue, he's probably gonna run for the hills.
Probably.
He'll get one whiff of that and go like, nope.
Do not want.
Nope, 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 nope. Next, we gotta do the little forward turret, little gun turret hatch there. Ow. Kitty. Ow. Yeah, they're all the bloody same. Better. Of course, the cat decides he has to be the center of attention.
Of course, it's what they know how to do.
This must be what Crafty Fox feels like. Dealing with their feline menace. Go. Get our mold lines removed. Back of our knife. Remember, kids, don't stab yourself with the knife. It's not a good thing.
Best not to.
Don't be a dumb shit like I've been in the past with these knives. Because they sure are sharp.
I'm not sure I want to know what you did with said knives.
Slipped and sliced my
No.
finger.
Ugh,
What, squeamish?
no.
What's that tower defense game that T's been playing?
No idea. Magic Tower, something, blum. Oh no. It's some sort of piece of existence. I'm really not rightly sure. Good little fuzzy bat. Who's my fuzzy? Who's my fuzzy? Goes like, Mwah!
Apparently, Discord is now going to follow the iOS's rules for not safe for work servers and Discord and all.
Oh, so guess what? You can't go to servers that have NSFW content in them in iOS now?
Mm-hmm.
Why'd they decide to do that?
Probably because Apple was flexing on them.
Apple needs to stop being a backwards piece of shit that way.
That being said, they do have a thing saying that on the desktop and web versions you can still access the servers, but
Apple's always been a killjoy, pretty much. I don't understand why people are absolutely obsessed with having an iPhone.
like Travis turns around and says, server isn't marked as such yet. We're trying to find out how to, but they explain nothing about how to do that.
I think they need to release a sideload version people can use if they jailbreak, and I guarantee their people are going to jailbreak constantly.
Yeah, but as a company
Sure.
that has to operate through the App Store anyway, you're not going to provide a jailbreak or a sideloaded ability to do that. Other people might, sure, but if I were running Discord as a business, I would not be tarnishing my ability to publish on their storefront.
Fuck you, Apple. Like Apple says, you can't go looking at porn. No, that would be wrong. Apple, I'll look at all the porn I damn well please. My phone, I do whatever the fuck I want with it. But,
Oh wait, that's what a browser's for, apparently.
yeah, but here's the thing.
Hmm.
I don't buy Apple products. So,
I don't buy Apple products because I don't want Apple telling me how to use my product.
like, what are they gonna do? Try to block you from looking at porn on your iMac or something now?
If it goes through the App Store, yes.
All the more reason not to buy their products.
Yeah.
Of course, you know the fanboys will still eat it up.
Oh yeah.
It's probably some dumb think of the children attitude. Here's the thing, they'll find it, whether you want them to or not. Should they be
Well, hey,
looking
there's
for
Pet.
it? No. Will they? Yes.
It's a patch for Evil Genius.
And we're going to fit this in here. We're not gluing it because it's a moving part. And this little faceplate comes in and rests over there. We're going to butt it up against the plastic there. And try to keep this bastard flush, but ooh, it doesn't wanna. we're going to go ahead and on the inside of these pieces of plastic, it's going to butt up against right around here. See those ridges? I'm going to take our that. Just barely wet them. Then untake this little shield,
I'll be right back.
put it up in place. This is a right bastard. This hurts my fingers.
Why you hurt fingies? How dare you be so mean to your fingies?
Gonna have to let that set for a moment. Go ahead and put the lid on it. Which we might as well just start cutting out. All right. Go ahead and put in the Here we go. Little turret cap. I can tell there was a little bit of distortion in this portion of the plastic, but oh well. Always a hard part. Not gonna be too noticeable from a distance, though. There we go. Alright. Done. Head out the viewport now. After all, how the hell are they going to drive this thing out anyway? They don't have. And there we go. Nice little porthole. Where's that crate? Ah, here's the crate. Oh. Then we have a trailer hitching. Go ahead. What?
So I went to go try and find Annie.
What was
I
Doggo up to?
I couldn't find her anywhere until I realized she snuck into my bedroom and snuck under the blankets and was asleep under the blankets.
Well, you got a sneaky Doggo then.
Yep.
That's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't even be mad. It was adorable.
So cute on another level.
Boop.
Boop beep.
Boop boop beep.
That's what this song is. It's beep boop.
I know something else that goes boop. Lawrence's nose. Boop.
Blep.
Blap. I thought you were supposed to E at me.
Can do both. Bloody mold lines. Hmm. Alright. Bloody hell, it wants me to center this shit. That ain't gonna happen. I'm good, like, ah! I'm probably gonna trigger someone's OCD with this.
Anger noises.
Hello.
Why anger noise?
I was playing League and then my internet cut out, and we lost because of it. Yeah.
They're gonna piss me off no matter what. Oh, that's the only way I could actually film it. Okay, I'm gonna stop fucking with it now. Let that solidify.
That sounds like a very good idea, Logan.
Well, here's the thing. You're only going to get it so far by having to deal with it by eyeballing and freehand.
That
What-
is true.
Would have been nice if they just have gone ahead and put a little peg in there you can...
That would be
Hey.
very nice, but they're not that nice.
Organs.
What?
So I might have gotten Shep somewhat interested in League of Legends lore.
Really now?
Yeah, because I showed him that there's like a few comics you could read to get into it. And he says he'll look into those at some point, and I don't know if that means he was just trying to be polite or
Well,
general
you
interest.
realize what the problem with League of Legends lore is they constantly retcon it.
They only retcon during like champion reworks, and it only retcons the older stuff from the old style of lore. Like, for example, whenever Galio got reworked, they retconned a lot of old Demacian lore and just completely reworked the lore of the entire region. And to be honest, they only retcon stuff if like they absolutely have to, and if it goes into a better position than what it used to be.
Is
Now there's one
Beppis.
time. There's only one time I don't want them to retcon anything, and that's with Udyr, whenever he gets reworked. Because the way his character is set up now, he is 100% able to have an entirely new character design with his current lore. Ooh. Freya doing a dove. Oh, you got a secret room. Too bad you didn't have a key.
Yeah, I know. I had one in inventory when I was embarking, and then I got rid of it because of space.
I always bring at least one key with me.
What are you playing
No,
now,
I've never had
Freyr?
to use Darkest Dungeon.
Darkest Dungeon.
Oh, that stuff.
Darkest Dungeon be pretty poggers.
It's not for me.
Yeah,
I-
that's fine.
I love it, but I suck at it, so it's a very frustrating game too.
I ran out of money on my Switch version, so I have to make a whole new save. Or just grab some characters from the wagon and then just go on a money grind. Because oh my god, why is my dog up here? I just put her out of the room.
Well, the dog feels put out, so they're whining. Har har. I think this piece is a bit malformed. It should be fine. Paper, do I need to hit you with a stick?
Why would you need to hit him with a stick?
Because he's being a dork.
Not wrong.
I still hate it.
Well, you can't let people know that volleys are real now, can you? How goes it, organs?
I am building.
I see that you're building Warhammer stuff.
Yeah. Leman Rust. Oh yeah, this is gonna be wonky. Yay. Because this is caved in just a little bit. I have to put this in here and then twist. Probably gonna have to press it down on a flat surface when I do this.
Who left?
No idea. Back.
Not sure.
Purpose. Twist. Watch how I hold that knife, or yes.
Don't cut yourself.
Oh, I've done it in the past. I've been a dummy with it. Actually, this is
there's a Reaper. Is Reaper here? No, he's not here.
Yeah, but I'm AFK right now.
Yep.
Got that. Next, we have door. I don't know. Would you call it a coffer or something? Cat hair out of here. All right, let's go ahead and there we go. Solidify up. Ugh. Okay. Ow. Dry, 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 dry. What the fuck are you talking about? Windows?
Hmm?
Windows being dumb. By the way, Grinch, you don't have to worry about the captions thing. That just means I don't have captions currently turned on. It's basically saying, hey, it's not connected. Should only appear if you click it.
Windows is asking if you want to become famous.
Well, I'm not sure how Windows would help with that.
You gotta buy followers, Twitch Prime subs and stuff.
I'd rather just have people come by because they want to be. Thankfully, I can align this with this little spot right here. That'll make it a lot simpler to get this fucker placed. And, oh, geez, why the fuck is some? Go the fuck away, gamer subs. I told you I unsubscribed for that years ago.
You know, I was telling one of my friends that that gamer substance is actually a drink that exists, and they almost didn't believe it.
Say that again.
Gamer substance, you know that drink that
Mhm.
Jay likes to drink?
Substance?
Substance.
About the bubba.
What about it?
I was telling one of my friends when I was streaming the other day that apparently gamer substance is a thing. It's an actual drink. And he was like, really? No way. And it was like,
It's
one of my
sups
friends
as in supplements.
It's a drink though, right?
Yeah, it
Gamer
is.
subs. Because I have some of that stuff still.
Where do you guys get that stuff at? Because
Online.
Online.
Only.
Oh man, I got a key. You know what that means?
It means Beppis.
That I can't go back and get it because I already opened the chest anyway.
There we go.
I'm in my own ruin run. For how many weeks
Sure.
are you into this, by the way?
I just started this.
So you just got it, or did you just start this run, like this save?
I just started a new game. I never got all that far in it because I suck at it.
Rip Reaper, Rip Reaper.
What, Dante? All right, Reaper. You have a lovely one, okay?
Later, Reaper.
Laundry.
Laundry. You better fold those freaking t-shirts.
Okay, I'm happy with how that part turned out. That's good. Now we need to do our exhaust. We have right here on this. Hydrated? Yeah, don't worry. I might just be having a lot of caffeine too.
Caffeine's good.
Hello, Farkas. How are you, hon? Long time no floof. Yeah, I know. There's two different methods you can do. Personally, I like it on either side as well. That's my preferred method. Though either is valid, and people can even deviate further if they want.
Oh, good God, what a shot. These negative things are going to absolutely kill me.
The quirks.
Mm-hmm.
You taking the Nerf bat to the face, Freyr?
Oh, I did not mean to do that, but that works out.
Good God, that is expensive.
Yeah.
But I need him to knock it off. Apparently they added PvP.
Yeah, the bitch circus.
EVP. What?
Yep.
What kind of stupid thing is that to add to it?
Actually, it's pretty decent. I got a crit on the rejuvenation. Let's go.
The thing is that optional to the people.
100% optional. It is completely unrelated.
It
Sorry
is.
for your.
It doesn't affect your core game.
So basically, it's just
Yeah.
some weird side cut.
100% optional.
Pretty much. I'm playing. Oh, whoops.
Yo, after I finish this expedition, we should totally fight each other.
Yeah, you're gonna kick my ass. So.
What do you mean? No, I won't.
Okay, you will.
What do you mean?
Do you think I know
I'll
what the
do
hell I'm doing in here?
You think I know what the hell I'm doing in the Butcher Circus? That's an entirely different beast.
I think you know what you're doing when it comes to basic party composition.
I can help you build your own party too.
I'm figuring
Give
it
you a
out.
list of people. Okay.
We're going to take all these people. Wait, this guy takes more stress if there's more light?
Yep.
There are people who are weird out there.
Ooh, 20% damage on my grave robber.
These exhaust pipes were always a pain in the ass on the last build. Whoa, everything wants to pop now. Fuck.
You see.
In the set, or is your body popping?
My body. Oh, that was magnificent.
Mash. Oh.
Oh. This. Oh, apparently I had this over in the Nintendo. I'm still hesitant to do a playthrough of that because Mario's always kicked my ass.
Of what?
Super Mario World.
It's a fun game regardless.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure it is. I just suck at it. And then I watch someone like Sal going through it and going through it at the most absurd pace through these modded levels that are just blatantly unfair, and I go like, what is wrong with you? Like, you're delightful, but what's wrong with you? Like, do you like pain that much?
I am totally going to lose all 4 of these people.
They're gonna be dead! Dead!
Ooh, I got some blood. Let's go.
You have Crimson Harvest
I have
on?
the, yeah, I have Crimson Court enabled.
I turned that off.
I turned it on just because it's something very nice, and also one of my favorite classes is on the Flagellant. So it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make because that also adds a bunch of new content, new bosses. And I also just really like the aesthetic of the court.
You know, speaking of roguelikes, I really need to go back and play The Binding of Isaac.
Especially since Repentance came out.
Yeah, since it's now finished.
Yeah.
But didn't they still replace the music from Dan?
No idea.
I've never kept up with Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, the McMullen and Dan had a falling out, I guess, and they replaced the soundtrack.
Mildly petty.
While it sounds petty, I also get him wanting to cover his ass, try and make sure that he doesn't come back and sue him.
Well, here's the thing. If the music was licensed to the game, then there's really nothing that can be complained about.
Yeah,
Ow.
but they did a remake in a different, because the original one I think was based off a different engine. Then they remade it on a new engine. Because it's a new product, it's new, so new licensing.
Kind of sad how just a falling out can just take away something that was good and what.
Oh god.
You know, I think you'll be able to live this. Like, you got this. Or is this a new one?
What?
Are you doing the same one, or
The same one, what?
mission you said you weren't going to get it in?
It's the same one that I thought I'm not going to manage to get through. That was the first fight.
Oh. Okay, about halfway through, now's a good time to camp. Okay, wow, I have not gotten any stress, basically. So yeah, I'll definitely just do the self-stress, yo. Let's go. Oh, no.
Damn it.
Let's... Nice little scrape can even out some of our little areas here. Old line. Good. Uniform. What the? Weird.
Goalie doing any?
How am I going to it? I think I'm going to arrange the band with the top of the coffer. That sounds like how I want. Not how rich initially, but that'll work. Lowered it a little bit so it doesn't flip in a funny way. I banged my face against the light. Oh, that. Alright, so we finished off this
Nice.
page. Huh?
I failed a hunger check, and my Vestal had a not my Vestal, my Arbalest had a virtue check and succeeded.
So, we're gonna have to do the Sponsons next. Still haven't decided what kind of weapon we're gonna go with. On the previous tank, I haven't glued them in, and I just painted the weapons separately. Neither do I know what cannon we're gonna go with. Because there's all sorts of options in here. Like our battle cannon, vanquisher, exterminator autocannon, and... And generally, it's important which you choose because when you're playing on a tabletop game like this, you generally have the idea of what you see is what you get. So we have different kind of options we could have here. This. And how it could eventually turn out to look. Like, you can have ones with the lid closed, or which we're doing here with our buddy here. Put him on the top of it. So. At this point, my back is not really going to take any more of this for now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put our sprues and tools back onto this. And we'll be able to just pull this aside. So we can go ahead and just pick it up anytime. And just move it back into place. Just as an example, where we're going. The example tank that we is right here. This one has been finished. It basically was flat colors, then a wash to get a little darkening of the crevices, maybe give it a bit of an oiled look, and some nice little metallics to make everything pop. Nice bolters, the little what's the thing? Smoke canister things at the sides. Have our little dude here. Lots of little brass motifs, everything else. As cannon. And that's basically going to be similar to what it says. I'm going with the same color scheme. Just going to be different dude on the top. With our spotlight and everything. So yeah. It's pretty entertaining to do this, I'd say. Granted, as you can see by how long we've... It is a long process. And maybe I'll eventually come back to painting some of these old minis that I never got a chance to. Like, this lovely boy right here. Nice little werewolf with a loincloth and a few pouches. Little herb bag or something. All sorts of fun. So, that said, let's go ahead and see about finding someone to raid. because I think it's about time for that. I need to get into a more comfortable position for my back. So, who
Oh,
will we
man.
get through it?
Your keyboard.
Yeah, and trackball. This is what I'm using constantly, in case anyone's curious. And there's the light that we were using.
Prayer.
Super light.
Yes, the place is a mess.
Yes, Jay.
So
We're gonna go ahead
I
and
checked,
raid.
confession thing, and basically
Who
I
is
was able to
currently
get a
on?
negative quirk to get off my grave robber.
I'm gonna mute myself. I deafen myself, guys, for just a second. Be right back. So let's go ahead and see who's currently active. Go say hi to him. Who we got? I know who I want to go. So we're gonna go ahead and say hi to Crafty Fox or the Adventure Network. They tend to do a little bit of hobbyist stuff as well as games as well. So let's see. So, by the way, if you guys would like, feel free to leave feedback somewhere so I can know what you felt about whether you want to see more of the crafting and everything else. We're going to be having a bit more variety on this because, let's be honest, it's been a little bit Final Fantasy biased lately. So, with this, go ahead and make sure you check out the socials so you know when we go live. And we are raiding. Have a lovely day. For coming.
Decor options. We haven't even started decorating the town. And hello, Lorgans, and welcome on in, Raiders. How are we doing